Hello, it's Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Coming with your blog post, we share all the latest and coolest technology that we get a hold of on thechrisvossshow.com. This is for your iPad. You can use this for iPad 1, iPad 2, and should fit the newest iPad, of course, since it's just like the 2. And this is a pretty exciting product that is pretty cool. It's got an innovative grip and stand system, and it's also improved for the iPad 2 and iPad 3. You can use it for. Gives you more comfort, cushion grips, and its ventilated design protects and keeps it cooler. So as you know, the iPad 3, the new iPad, some are calling it, is running a little bit warm. So this sort of system that can help keep it cool is something that can definitely make a difference for you. I used the iPad 3 recently, the new iPad, and it does run warm, especially on the right-hand side when it's been running for a while. I tested them out at the Apple Store, so they've been on for a bit. But this is a product that's designed to give you different dimensions where you can hold it, stand it, etc., and take advantage of it. You can find this at TabGrip2. That's TabGrip2. There'll be a link below the video you can take and click on. But this is their packaging here of the TabGrip2 for iPad. And you can see here that they have a standard back. Not much to see here other than some of the different positions and stands you can take and do. Now they also sent along one of their special cases that you can use to protect your iPad and your iPad grip, or I should say your tab grip. And this is the TG sleeve, the TabGrip sleeve. So this will work with your iPad 1 or your iPad 2 or your iPad 3 and interact with the model that you have here. So we're going to play with both these and get a chance to see how they work. Let's go ahead and crack open this case and see what we have to find inside. So of course we have the cover there, and looks like there's several different ways you can utilize this. Let's take a look at these real quick. This is the first time we've unboxed this. You can see there's a stand version that you can take and do there, and there's a version, of course, that holds the back without the stand. How the stands flip out looks like here, and how to install it. And you can also have it stand up a long ways and then stand up the other ways. So it gives you an idea as to some of the different things that you can do with it. Let's test it out. This will be the first time I'm using it, so we'll go through the learning curve here together. Now, essentially, it feels like a very floppy, rubbery, and then I don't say floppy in a bad way, but floppy, rubbery, and then it's got a grip here across the top that does something or other. We'll see what that's all about. I don't know if this is a lockable grip or what that is, but we'll get into some of that. Looks like all of them have little things that come out. These must be the stands that we're looking at. So they've got all these, looks like on all four corners where they come out. So that must give you the multi-layer thing. Really ingenious and innovative design when you really think about it. It's got a nice soft back to it. These are cushioned. As you can see, the cushions here on the end. Of course, this is going to protect the finish outside of your iPad, which is really nice. And then they've got a rubberized back, which isn't hard plastic. There's a little bit of rubberization to it, so that it isn't going to scratch surfaces that it's going to come in contact if you set your iPad down flat. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can put an iPad in the case and be able to get this to work right. Let's see if we know what we're doing. We're going to assume I know what I'm doing. Let's put it that way. Let's see if we need to do anything special out of the ordinary to get that to open. No. Let's see if we can do this. Jam that baby in there. And jam that baby in there. See if we can jam this baby in there. And jam that baby in there. And wow, not bad for not knowing what we're doing here. Okay, so as you can see, it's very easy to put together. Slide it in. What's nice is the rubber acts as a bit of an elastic, so you pull it just a little bit and it'll keep it tight and taut in holding your iPad into place. These groove ridges here will take and hold them, so that makes it really cool. So you can see you can lay it down flat if you want. Looks like we can probably do a few things with it here. Let's go ahead and try a few things and see. Looks like we can angle this as so, or as such. You can see how that works there. And then, and what's nice is I guess you can kind of multi-angle this depending upon what angle you want to have it all the way down to there. And you can just adjust these to the way you want. They're pretty firm and on how they hold themselves. You can also do the same thing, and I may have installed this upside down because it would make more sense. But yeah, it looks like this thing will still stand up. It's got enough strength to hold it up the right way. So it'll hold it up this way to give you an idea of the angle and cut there. It's holding really well, so that's pretty cool. And then of course what makes it really nice too is if you're holding this and you're running, especially with the iPad 3, you're ventilated in the back, so you're not going to be burning up your hands. When I did hold the iPad 3, the new iPad, on this corner here, it was very, very hot. Now, it wasn't hot where it's going to burn me or anything, but I could see if I was gaming for a while, it would become very annoying. And it was only hot in the fact that the iPads have been on forever at the iPad store. But there have been people that were reported with games that's run hot. So this product is really cool. What's really nice is the handles here feel really comfortable to me. I have really big hands, like 9.5-inch hands. These fit really well in my hands, so these make a really good grip at holding the thing. Now, this might be really good if you have kids or something of that nature, because I would imagine that, you know, it's hard enough for me to keep my iPad from sliding out of my hands half the time. But if you're a kid, you got those little hands. I mean, and half the time they might be slimy from something. You know, stuff's going to slide out of your hands with the iPad probably at any given time. So what's nice about this is this can give them something to hold on to, and then plus if they drop your iPad, it's going to give them some protection where it's not going to crack your iPad. So let's drop this in the corner. Then you're kind of on your own. But hopefully you have a rug and other things with your kids. I wouldn't trust my kids with the iPad if I had any. That's just me though. So with the TabGrip2, we've got this, and as you can see, it will basically fold itself to however you want it and make it to where it's multi-angle to where you can easily utilize it in whatever angle you want. And away you go. You're in business. Now, let's take a look at the TabGrip. This is the nice kind of, I'm not sure what you call this type of fabric, but let's call it just a fabric that will hold it, protect it, and of course makes it so you can take this, travel with it, and have this with you. This would be great for a traveler's device. So we're going to go ahead and cut the cord here and essentially unbox this. And this is great where you can also house in it your cords, your plugs, everything else you can jam in the back, whatever else you want. This is built for the 1 and 2, and so you can place your iPad along with your TabGrip2 or TabGrip1 in there, and there you have it. Now, if you look in here, you're going to see there's a whole ton of room. Look at all that room that we have in there to play around. You know, you can stuff all sorts of junk in there that you can carry with you. You almost have a purse here. Not really, but you could try. But, you know, you can get... So lots of great room you can take and do with this. Now, the nice thing is once you're ready to go, all you got to do is zip it up, and away you go. You've got your case there, and everyone's happy. So pretty cool with the TabGrip.com product here. Pretty impressed with the way they built it and the design. Very innovative in what went on with it. And of course you can carry a lot more stuff here. This is great for someone who's like a student or someone who travels, etc., etc. You can take your iPad with you, know it's protected. Plus you got a stand, a multi-angle stand, just about anywhere you want to go with it. So be sure to check them out, TabGrip.com. That's TabGrip.com. And be sure to check back the ChrisVossShow.com often. Thanks for coming by.